Before we begin, let me share an important disclaimer. This video is not AI generated. It is based on real studies, real psychology, and years of research carefully reviewed by experts. Here you'll find truth and reality, not myths, gossip, or fairy tales. Some of these facts may even feel uncomfortable, but that is exactly why they matter. This content is for education and motivation. It is not made to hate men or women. It is made to help you see clearly, think deeper, and grow stronger. So, put on your headphones, sit back, and let's begin. Mate preferences. The global study. In 1989, evolutionary psychologist David Buss carried out one of the biggest studies ever on human attraction. He studied over 10,000 people in 37 cultures. From New York to African villages, from Tokyo's skyscrapers to India's small towns, the results were clear and consistent. Women across cultures valued financial stability, ambition, and social status in long-term partners. These qualities meant security, safety, and a reliable future, not just for themselves, but for their children. A man's ability to provide, protect, and elevate the household carried more weight than temporary excitement. Men, on the other hand, prioritized youth, beauty, and signs of fertility. Smooth skin, vitality, and health were universal signals of reproductive potential. Across continents, these preferences repeated themselves. And here's the key point. This wasn't because of Instagram, fashion trends, or modern media. These patterns existed long before social media, before Hollywood, before globalization. They are deeply rooted in human biology. So what does this mean? It means desire isn't random. It is part of evolutionary design. We are not just choosing partners. We are following instincts shaped by thousands of years of survival, hidden instincts, and jealousy. The double-edged sword of jealousy. Fast forward to 1992. Buss and his team decided to study jealousy, one of the most uncomfortable yet powerful emotions in relationships. They asked participants a question: which hurts more, sexual betrayal or emotional betrayal? The answers revealed a deep biological divide. Men reported more pain from sexual betrayal. Why? Because of a hidden evolutionary fear. What if I'm raising a child that isn't mine? Every act of sexual infidelity set off an ancient alarm system designed to protect survival. Women, on the other hand, reported unbearable pain from emotional betrayal. Their concern was, if my partner gives his love and resources to another woman, what happens to me and my children? And the most astonishing part, this pattern appeared everywhere. From Japan to Brazil, from Africa to India, cultures separated by oceans and religions still reacted in the same way. Jealousy isn't random. It isn't petty. It is a survival instinct written into our DNA. It explains why relationships can feel so intense, why arguments can cut so deep, and why the fear of losing someone's loyalty is so universal. Once you see jealousy as a survival mechanism, not just an emotion, you begin to understand relationships on a deeper level. Every argument, every suspicion, it all has roots in ancient strategies of survival. Attraction, hormones, and hidden wars. The ovulation effect. In the early 2000s, studies suggested that women's preferences changed during ovulation. Supposedly, during fertile days, women were more drawn to strong, masculine men with broad shoulders and sharp jawlines. The idea sounded like a hidden biological switch. At first, this scared many men. Does that mean attraction is temporary? Does biology decide love? But later studies, 2014 to 2016, revealed the truth. The effect was real but very small. Yes, slight changes existed, but they were subtle and often unnoticed in daily life. What truly mattered wasn't the perfect jawline. It was confidence, presence, intelligence, and emotional connection. This proves that women are not puppets of biology. Attraction is far more complex. Biology whispers, but psychology and personality speak louder. Relational aggression, the invisible battlefield. In 1995, psychologists Nikki Crick and Jennifer Grotpeter revealed a hidden truth: relational aggression. While boys often fought openly with fists and words, girls used more subtle strategies: gossip, silent treatment, exclusion, rumors, and withdrawal of affection. This quiet form of aggression begins in childhood, but doesn't stop there. It follows into adulthood, into workplaces, friendships, and romantic relationships. And the damage it does can be massive. Imagine being ignored, excluded, or suddenly treated coldly for no clear reason. Imagine whispers behind your back, slowly damaging your reputation. This leaves no physical wounds, but creates deep emotional scars. Men often don't notice this battlefield until it's too late. But if you can recognize it early, see the signs, the silence, the withdrawal, you gain control. Awareness gives you power. Instead of reacting blindly, you respond intelligently. The chemistry of love and the power of culture. Oxytocin, the bonding hormone. Oxytocin is called the love hormone. It's released during intimacy, trust, and closeness. But here's the twist. It works differently in men and women. In women, oxytocin creates deep attachment. It makes them feel safe, seen, and emotionally bonded. In men, oxytocin can increase bonding too, but sometimes it triggers protectiveness and even competition. It makes men alert, territorial, and protective. One hormone, two realities. This explains why relationships can feel both tender and tense, comforting and complicated. Culture matters. David Buss himself admitted, biology sets the stage, but culture writes the script. Yes, evolutionary instincts still exist, but how they show up in real life depends on culture. In 1989, women valued financial stability and social status. In 2025, many still value those things, but education, independence, and technology have reshaped attraction. Culture can amplify biological instincts, weaken them, or even create new preferences. The truth about human desire is never static. It's always shifting, always adapting. The man who understands this, who sees patterns others ignore, gains an advantage in love and life. Closing words. These are not opinions. They are tested, published findings from 1989 to 2016. They reveal truths about desire, jealousy, bonding, and aggression. Use this knowledge not to hate, but to understand, not to manipulate, but to grow. Because the man who sees reality clearly becomes untouchable, while others keep chasing illusions. And if you want part 2, where we uncover even deeper and darker truths, comment below. Helpful, we need part 2. Thank you for being here. If I made any mistakes, I sincerely apologize. Every word comes from curiosity, research, and a desire to help. Subscribe for more hidden psychology, because next time we go even deeper.